Yeah. Sightbox, unbox, while we open the door. New podcast.
Welcome back to the BoxPod, the Box Pod.
Yes.
It's been a little hiatus, but
been a
I
minute.
think we can officially say this is season 2.
Yes, it is.
We got through season 1,
Yes, the cliffhanger.
the cliffhanger. What was our
I don't
cliffhanger?
remember.
Was it self-driving cars? Was it humanoids?
I forget.
What was it?
It's so good. Maybe we'll do a recap.
It was
On your
so
last
good we can't
episode.
remember.
Yes.
Was it me getting a Tesla?
Oh, probably.
Oh, I know what it was. We said we were going to do a
A drive-in.
drive podcast, and then
Yes.
Zach chickened out and said it can't be done. He
Yes.
didn't want to do it after all. So maybe we'll end this season with kind of like a comedian's founders in cars. Let's just go. Let's road trip to the Bay Area,
Yes.
and then we'll pick up founders.
Yes.
We were just talking about interviews, right?
Yes.
How boring they are.
Dude, how about this?
Founders in
founders-
cars.
Founders and FSD.
Oh, FSD. Founders.
Yeah.
Founders in FSD.
Yeah. FFSD.
FFSD. Dude, that would be cool, man. FFSD. Speaking of FSD, was it Waymo that got caught with her pants down?
No.
Who was it?
Was it?
Who was it that was doing FSD? Or they were doing AI
Okay.
with humans.
Yes.
And not actual AI.
Yes, it was some sort of software
Right?
outsourcing company. Yes.
Because we've always suspected that somebody in a Waymo
Yes.
is got a VR set or something on, and
Yes.
they're the actual ones driving. And then
Yes.
we almost said a racist joke that I kind of stopped you, but
Yeah.
now it's out there.
It's been said.
It's been said, so we can say it. You know that the AI is actually Indians, right?
Actually,
Controlling. So don't clip that.
uh,
But people were doing that.
yeah.
They were trying to fake AI with people,
Right.
and some call center, I'm sure, somewhere, right?
You know, it was like a software outsourcing, sort of like a what's that one what's that big one you contract with? Well, they had like you could just send it to like a bot, but it came back like done, but it was actually somebody doing it. It wasn't AI.
Somebody was actually doing that.
Yeah.
That's
So anyway, I think they've declared bankruptcy and
yeah.
all this kind of good stuff.
Wow.
But,
Anyways, but yes, I did get a Model 3 finally after talking about it for years. And the FSD, I'm on the latest software update, and it's pretty flawless as far as my own experience. And man, what can I say other than it's kind of changed my life a little bit.
Mhm.
It sounds cliche, but not just because I don't want to drive, but because of how good it is, and because we're in this, just to be alive
Yeah.
when this is happening is crazy. And seeing this transition, and Robotaxi launches a couple of weeks ago
Yes.
in Austin, and people have reported nothing but positive for the most part. And then you're seeing Waymo's kind of like, doing wonky things, and we've ridden our fair share of those.
Yep.
And it just night and day difference. Here's a car that's costs like 80,000, 60 or 80,000, right?
Yeah.
To actually be out and operate with LiDAR and all kinds of crap all
At
around
least
it,
that.
right? At least
Probably
that.
double that.
And then you've got a Robotaxi that's like 30,000.
Yeah.
With AI and computer vision or whatever they call it.
Yep.
Operating way better.
Mhm.
And you're just like, you can't compete. How do you compete? You can't scale a Waymo.
Yeah.
But a Tesla, Robotaxi service, you can scale infinitely.
Yep.
Especially through a network, Robotaxi network, which we talked about, dude, years ago, right?
Years ago.
Because
Yeah.
he's been saying it. And it's crazy. And how are you going to compete with price? I know he did it as a joke. He launched it for $420, on
In Austin. Yeah.
for the price or whatever, but
yeah.
it's probably going to be a fraction of the cost of an Uber, or
It
definitely
only has to be.
cheaper than
It only has to be a little bit less. And to be honest, and from Mark, I think you would agree that. Let me put it this way: the people who are now doing Ubers and Lyfts are like, they're not they're not side hustling typically. They're like in it to win it. Like it's a full-time thing for
Yep.
them. And so they're starting to drive like taxi drivers. You know what I mean? Like they're a little rough. They've been in a hurry, you know what I mean? Like to them it's not just something they're doing on the side for some cash. It's like, okay,
Yep.
I got 8 more of these to do before I can have
Mhm.
lunch, you know what I mean? Like and so the drive is, I don't know, like I've gotten
Dude,
car sick
Dude, the
recently,
experience is so terrible.
and I used to not. Yeah, I've never had that
Yeah.
problem before.
Well, it used to be that it was, at least for me, it felt like a premium service,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Be like, you know what? Let's Uber.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
Kind of a nice car shows up,
Yep.
cool driver.
Yeah. Just
You know, like
hanging.
you said, gig, right?
Yeah.
This is a little gig for me.
Yeah.
We just flew back from El Paso. Shout out to Chuco. Just got back yesterday, and man, I kid you not, the guy that picked us up at the airport pulled up in a Toyota Corolla hoopty. I mean, the girls were like, "You're
What?
kidding," you know. And this guy rolls up, and I'm just thinking, like, what are the standards for this stuff?
That used to not fly.
Right.
Yeah.
And this I'm gonna say 2 racist things on this thing already, and this is season 2, man. But this illegal guy, let's just say illegal Mexican guy, gets out of the car, and this is hoopty, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't know English. And again, I've had Uber drivers, Chinese ones,
Sure.
that don't know English, and you could see their phone on the dash,
It's all Chinese.
and it's Chinese. It's not in English. So
Mhm.
I don't care about that part. But I'm just like, this is the guy who picks me up in this hoopty, and we get in he puts the bags in I roll up the bags to put them in the trunk, and I'm about to lift it and put it in, and he's like, just like, leave it right there. So off the bat, he's giving me orders, you know, which is a little weird.
Right.
Because he can't really speak. He doesn't know I know Spanish, but he's just like, leave it there, I'll do it. And you're like, if your car was brand new, S-Class or something, I could see like me not wanting to scuff this.
Yeah.
He's like, leave it right there. So I'm like, okay. Puts the bags in. We had 3 in the back, so I had to sit in the front. I go to the door, and he's got all this crap on his seat. And he looks frustrated when he gets in because he realizes that I have to sit in the front with him and not in the back, because I don't think he knows, right, when he takes the ride, that there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
But when you order an Uber, it'll say you can do up to 4. That's what it says.
Yeah.
He clears the stuff. I get in, slam the door, and he tells me in Spanish, which fortunately I know. He says, when you close the door, don't slam it. And then he opens his door, and he shows me how to close it.
Stop.
He basically like closed it to where it latches, and then went, you know, like,
Dude.
and then I'm like, I thought I didn't close it right. So I go to reopen it. He's like, no, don't reopen it. I'm just telling you. So I'm like, I already shut it.
Wow.
He's basically saying, you slammed my door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paper thin door.
Right.
Boom.
Your
Right.
Corolla.
Yeah. And this guy's got Uber and Lyft pasted on the windshield.
Yep.
Wires going all into this console in the middle. 2 Android phones. Right?
Yeah.
2 Android phones. He's got the Uber app on one, telling him how to get to my house, and on the other phone, he's trying to load the Google Maps separately to see. But I know each phone is for each app, right? One Uber, one Lyft. But he's using the other phone to try to see which directions are faster. And so I'm just like, the experience is terrible.
Yeah.
And then he takes off, and he doesn't turn the AC on. And it's like 87 in Long Beach by yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Doesn't turn on the AC, and Cynthia's in the back saying, is there AC? And I'm moving the vent to kind of like let him know like we're hot.
Yeah.
He barely has it on, like one. And not that I'm afraid of this guy, but I already know how Ubers are. You piss a guy off, he'll pull over and say, get out.
Yeah.
You have no
Yeah.
recourse. So I'm just like telling him, like, just hang in there. and then he eventually turns it on, and he's going, kid you not, 60, 65 on the freeway, and everyone's passing him up.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And then people start tailing him.
Yeah.
And then he starts chatting with me. He's like, "Oh, these impatient people. That's how accidents happen." He was trying to small talk me
Yeah.
after all that. And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
people, I'll end with this. That was too long of a story. People today will tell you, "I don't trust that self-driving car. Are you crazy? Why would you get in that thing? That's so unsafe." But yet they get into Jose's car, Toyota Corolla,
Mm-hmm.
hoopty without question.
Yeah.
And just suffer.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy was terrible.
That's
And the ride was $60 on top of it.
on top of it,
On top of it.
dude.
F that, man.
Right?
Bring on the self-driving cars.
One of these days, dude, you're just gonna be able to say you'll have your Tesla waiting for you.
Yes.
It'll have driven
Yes.
from your place to the airport.
That's exactly right. It knows, drop me off, right?
Yep.
When we need to go.
Yeah.
Go home,
Yep.
charge yourself,
Yep.
right? I'll tell you when I'm coming back.
Yeah.
When I need you to be right out
Yeah.
in front.
Yeah.
To get me. 100%.
Yeah.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so all that to say, I'm excited about where it's going. But
Yeah.
what are we going to do, man, about this $7,500 tax credit that's ending now?
I know.
Let me do a screen record here for Zach.
Well, I think, how do I put it?
Was this part of the big, beautiful bill?
Yeah.
It was, right?
Yeah. But I think, if I'm being honest, like, it wasn't meant to be forever. So, there was supposed to be sort of an expiration on it. I would have liked them to just, like, cut it in half and then get rid of it.
Transition it out or
Yeah, kind of like ease out of it. Because that 7,500 extra is that's just a lump to pay for the same car, But I do feel like, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
I think California probably will still have some incentives.
Probably the 4,000
Yeah.
for the used ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I'm waiting for? Speaking of, because one of those incentives is from Southern California Edison Power Company.
I'm actually waiting on mine.
Are you?
Yeah. They're
So
saying it's up to like 80, like $8,000, dude.
yeah, it's a rather generous
Yeah.
incentive. What I'm waiting for, because this is, I think, where it gets really crazy. So Teslas don't do this yet, but I think it's there's the F-150 Lightning, the Ford version, and then I think maybe some of the Hyundais have the ability to, when you plug it in, to actually expel the power, so you can actually use your car as a house battery to power your house. And you're like, well, what's the point of that? Like, who would need that? But here's the thing. Essentially, I foresee a time when, because right now at Tesla, they sell the home house batteries,
Right.
right? The power cells or
But
whatever.
isn't it getting the power from the grid, from the solar?
It can get it anywhere,
Mm.
right? So it can get it from solar panels. It can get it from the grid. But the idea is, because here in California, we have the time of use,
Uh-huh.
right? So our rates go up and down depending on the surges and the time of day. So depending on how much your power usage is, that can be significant, right? So the idea is that you have these batteries in your house. You can charge them at night when it's 10 cents a kilowatt hour, and then, or 10 cents a kilowatt. And then during the day, when it's 17 cents a kilowatt, you're just running off your 10 cent
I see.
kilowatt battery.
Yeah.
And so you're offsetting that. So you're saving 7 cents a kilowatt. But when you're using 1,000 kilowatts a month, or 2,000 or whatever people use, like, that adds up.
Yeah.
And right. And so you're like, okay, you could be potentially saving hundreds of dollars a month by using a like this redundant power. And so, and these cars, like your Tesla, has enough, like, I think Do you know what your battery size is? It's got to be what, 200 something?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But that has enough. I mean, 200 kilowatt hours. That's enough to power your house for like 2 weeks, typically. So at that point, like it could do the job of these home cell batteries that offset that people use to offset their electric bill. So I mean, but imagine that if at that point, like once you reach this certain point, like the power companies could benefit, because the problem with the reason SCE and all these all the power companies are incentivized to promote electric vehicles is because they ultimately they want to offset the, they don't want more power being used. They want to avoid these brownouts, right? So they're starting to use this redundant technology to create the ability to sort of offset those surges. So because they don't want to build more power plants, right? So it's not like they really want to build another big, reactor somewhere. They don't. So they have to sort of maximize what they have. So I could see a time in the future where these cars are actually serving as power for your house. They have the ability to do it. It's a very efficient battery for that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So they're pretty useful.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. In other news, have you heard of Jack Dorsey's Bit Chat?
No, you were just telling me about this.
Yeah. So Jack Dorsey's Bit Chat lets users send Bitcoin without internet access using Bluetooth or mesh networks. It's also, like we were talking about, it's a messaging platform.
Yeah.
That uses Bluetooth apparently and can mesh, I think, within 300 meters of other Bit Chat users. The question is, does it chain it? We were trying to, we were talking about it a little bit. Does it chain the messages?
Right. Can I go
Is
through
it
your
peer to
phone
peer, right?
Yeah.
Like you were saying, using Bluetooth only.
Yeah.
I mean, most people have Bluetooth turned on.
Yeah.
I would say. It's an interesting idea. I wonder what happened to Blue Sky. Got cloudy over there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I was joking though, because I think there's an episode of Silicon Valley
Yeah.
when they have Piper Chat,
Yes.
and that was a peer-to-peer chat platform at the time. Of course, it was all sort of made up, but if that show doesn't tell you the future, I don't know, man. Well, who is it? Have you seen Idiocracy yet,
No, man, it's on my list.
bro?
It's on my list. That's Mike Judge, right?
Mike Judge.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me, or I was reading this rumor that someone said there might be an MMA fight at the White House. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
And we're like, bro, like,
Didn't Trump tweet that? Or the White
maybe
House?
someone must have, right?
I think so, man.
So everyone's like, dude, I mean, that's straight. It's like Idiocracy in real time. It's crazy.
I mean, that's kind of the world we're living in.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the guy. What is it? The president's name was like Macho Camacho or something like that. And he's like,
Oh, man. Yeah. UFC confirms it's planning White House fight card after President Trump proposes idea. So there you have it. Trump proposed it.
wow.
Of course he did.
Wow. You think it'd be on like the lawn somewhere? They probably would.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a picture of,
Because
it was probably photoshopped or AI, but I saw one of the octagon in the lawn. Yeah.
whatever, the Oval Office.
Oh, man, in the Oval Office.
Dude, what if they set up the ring like the Oval Office? Like,
Dude.
instead of an octagon?
Yeah.
It's an oval.
Instead of an octagon, an oval. I think we could get Zuck and Elon
to finally do it.
They're not feuding though.
Ah,
Right now it's Trump and Elon.
maybe
Trump is
and
too
Elon.
old and fat to
Yeah.
do anything physical.
Maybe you'll get JD to step in for him or something.
Oh, he's about the same size.
Or no, who did he get in a fight with at the White House? That one guy. There was that rumors of that Elon and this other guy got into a
No, I don't
to it thing.
remember.
Forget his name. He's like I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong, but anyway, I'm sure there's plenty. they
There's
can play
plenty of
with.
people.
Yeah, there's plenty
Yeah.
to play with there.
So, anyways, we'll see. I mean, it seems kind of like a gimmick, a bit.
Yeah.
The Bitcoin thing's a little interesting, but chatting over Bluetooth, I don't know what the.
I don't know. I mean, if you're
benefit
that
of
close,
the-
you're just you can just talk. You know, it's like
Yeah,
it's like, hey, bro, what's up? Hey, bro, what's up?
yeah.
Uh,
Were you the one that said there was an app that was for 5% phone users that have 5% battery or less?
yes.
Was that a real thing?
Yeah, it was a real thing. So it only worked if you were at 5% of your battery, and then you could
Imagine
talk to
those
other
conversations.
people. Yeah, I forget what it was called too. It was clever, dude. Like,
Oh, man.
who thinks of that?
That's kind of fun though.
Yeah.
And then Zach's actually the one that told us, but looks like US TikTok might be coming soon.
Oh, look at that. Suggests part of its ByteDance efforts to comply with. Interesting.
The question is this part of the deal with the government? Right?
Yeah.
Remember Trump said he had the cards. He said he
Yes.
was going to invest in this.
Wow.
Where'd it go? So it looks like September 5th will be released. And ByteDance will remove the existing TikTok app, which the company internally calls M.
Interesting.
I'm not sure, man, what's going on here.
So there, it sounds like rather than selling the company, I'm curious. I don't know how they're going to do it, because yeah, they want to sell it, but it sounds like they're just going to shut it down and launch
They
something
launch
else.
this other thing.
But does that satisfy the? I don't know. God, I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Seems like a loophole to me.
Yeah.
Feels like a loophole.
And in September, I mean, we're just right around the corner.
Interesting.
Anyways, I'm not on it, so I don't
Dude,
make a difference to me.
I have downloaded and deleted TikTok at least 20 times. And it's not on my phone right now.
You're like a smoker
Yes.
who's trying to quit.
Dude, I'm totally that.
You go off the cigs and go for the gum
Yes.
for a while.
Yeah. I'll do some Nicorette. I'll do some
Right.
Reddit to ease off of it.
Yeah. Get a little bit of the drip.
Yep.
And then you go right back to.
Yeah. And then like I'll have a bad day and it'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You go to the App
I need
Store and it has the
TikTok.
cloud.
Oh, it's waiting for me.
The
Yeah.
cloud instead of the download.
Yeah. It's like waiting. And when you open up the app and it's like, yeah, number 1 app, and it's just staring at you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a toxic relationship I keep going back to. So yeah, and I'm off of it now. You know what I've been getting into though? Is Apple TV Plus.
They have great content, man.
Dude,
Great
such good
content.
stuff.
What are you watching right now?
I just finished the Monarch one.
Oh, I think you're telling me about that.
It's about Godzilla. I watched Silo. I
Silo's
watched
great.
Foundation.
You like sci-fi stuff.
Dude, I'm a sucker for sci-fi.
Yeah,
But good sci-fi, because some of it's just garbage.
right.
But all the stuff they've got is like it's high quality. It's good stuff, you know?
We just watched Stick.
Yeah, I've been watching some of that.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten through it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I'm waiting
And
to
before that,
do
we watched
Severance.
Studio.
Severance is next on my list.
Severance is great.
Yeah.
That one was addicting.
Was it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Severance is like a It's like a big soap opera,
Yeah.
but like serious.
Yeah. Foundation for me was like that. There's something really interesting because I went right from Foundation to Invasion. And Invasion, dude, you can't like Foundation. If you hit skip, you've got to go back. Like there's no
Mm.
point. You can't skip like 15 seconds of that show because you will miss something that you were supposed to see. But if you watch Invasion, dude, you could skip entire episodes and probably not miss anything. And I thought really hard about it because I was like, why is that show so much better than the other one? Or, why is this one better than that one? And I think it's because, and I think Severance is probably similar. With Invasion, the story is about this alien invasion. And so you're just seeing it through the eyes of these other people, right? But really what you're thinking about, you're like, what is happening is what the aliens are doing, who they don't even really show, right? And so you have to sort of wait for these little tidbits that happen on occasion. And so the focus of the show is actually the one character you can't really see. Whereas these other shows, they're the driving force, like the characters themselves that you're seeing are the ones dictating what happens next. And so for those, it's just more interesting to watch because you're like, oh, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? And it can pivot like that. Whereas this Invasion thing, you're like, they're all probably going to die anyway. You know what I mean? Or so you're just sort of waiting for what's the alien going to do next, and you have to wait. And sometimes it's for like 5 minutes at the end of the show.
Mm.
So it's a sort of interesting sort of contrast. But Apple has a lot of good stuff, and I'm just like, dang,
Did you ever get to We Crashed?
no.
That was one of their
Is that on
other
Apple?
ones. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's a must.
Yeah.
Especially, what we do. If you want to see Adam Newman's rise and crash,
And Crash.
it's great.
Now his attempt to rise again.
Attempt to rise again. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Let's wrap up with some agency news.
Yes.
We just brought on a couple new AI clients.
Yep.
And so the stuff is just red hot still. And agents are, just like everyone said, everything is about agents. And so that trend continues to evolve. One of the clients we brought on has a marketplace for agents,
Yes.
and they have 2.4 million in their database right now. So imagine the best way I can explain their platform or at least their marketplace is like if you went to the App Store. I mean,
Yeah.
like if smartphones were brand new,
Mm-hmm.
right, today, and they were all the craze, and then they had a centralized place to find apps.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this platform or this marketplace has, and it's well over 2 million
That's crazy.
agents,
Yeah. And we're just getting started.
and it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
In fact, I was telling Vinny over the weekend. He works for an AI startup now, and he was telling me some of their challenges. And when I went to, he was showing me the website. It was for DevOps, like management, DevOps management, and it just all looks the same, and it all sounds the same.
Yeah.
And he was explaining how their platform helps DevOps teams manage licenses for organizations that have hundreds and thousands of employees.
Yeah.
And
An
so,
application.
an application. So you can imagine millions and millions and millions of dollars of waste of just,
Yeah. I mean, think of how many
Yeah, think about us.
all our
We
subscriptions.
doged ourselves, right?
Dude.
And
Yeah.
we still can't get it right.
No,
We're
but
still
we cut
struggling.
like half our subscriptions. We decided
Right.
weren't really useful. Yeah.
But this is where it gets crazy. And some of this he knows, and some of it was a little bit like, made him think. I said, well, what's going to happen to this startup when somebody like Skyfire, right, comes along and says, hey, not only do you have access to sort of pay yourselves to be able to transact, right, between agents, what are you going to do when these agents are negotiating contracts on your behalf, micro contracts? So instead of paying for a seat, the agent's going to say, you know what? My report shows that my users are utilizing 15% of the seat you're selling me for $20 a month.
Right.
So, or $100 a
Right.
month. How about we pay you $15 instead
Yeah. Make me a deal.
for only what we use?
Yes.
And so they'll do fractional deals that way.
Yes.
And then on the other side, those agents will be able to sort of reason with that and say, you know what, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Actually, there's no reason to be forcing you to pay for things you don't use, right? Like Asana, right? We just downgraded and so far we realize we're fine.
Yeah.
But still, we're probably underutilizing what we have or what we're paying for, not just because we don't need it, but we just don't use it. It's being forced.
Yeah.
We're being forced to pay for what we don't use. G Suite. We use Gmail. We use
Adobe.
Adobe. Another example.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're paying for all of it, even though you might only use some of it.
Once.
Well, those days are going to go away.
Yep.
And what's going to happen is they're going to negotiate. And now you're really going to be paying for usage only. And it'll be done all between agents. Right? So then why would you need a platform to tell you how messed up your spending is, right? When these agents are going to be able to negotiate and renegotiate. That's number one. Number two, what's going to happen when the agents realize you're paying $20 a month for this times 1,000 or times 5,000 or times 10,000?
Bro.
Why don't I build you the same thing
I could build you
that
something
you're
like-
paying for myself?
Yeah.
And agents are going to do that. They're going to
In like
create
8 hours.
Yes.
You know.
I'll have it for you by tomorrow morning.
Right.
A platform that does the exact same thing you're paying millions of dollars for.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to stop them from just building it themselves? Nothing.
Nothing.
And that's going to be a common thing.
Yes.
Organizations are going to have their agents just optimize, one, and then two, just build.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm paying for that you can rebuild for us, do it.
Yeah.
And they're just going to do it. And it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then what?
Yeah.
Why do you need a whole Slack?
Right.
Dude, I'm telling you, agents are going to create their own Slacks for their own organizations because it's going to cost them nothing to do it.
Right. Because it's basic. And there's probably open source protocols for it already.
100%.
And so you're like, okay, let's just do it.
And that's the future. And that's why companies like that scare me a little bit, because they're solving the now problem, and it's fine, but they're trying to solve a problem that exists today that's not going to exist tomorrow.
Right.
So how do you invest in that?
Yeah.
That's a challenge, man. That's a difficult spot to be in.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yeah, it is. And you're absolutely right. Like, once that business model changes, they'll have to change. They'll have to change, you know? And, like if we could build our own Asana, we would. Because we could, really, if we really sat down and tried to do it. Because even the Asana we have, like you said, we're underutilizing certain things. There's certain things that we have workarounds for.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't built for us. It wasn't built for Sightbox. So, we do our best with it. But yeah, there's going to be some serious pressure. I mean, that's been going on for years now, right? Like these companies are saying they'll build an on-prem version of these things.
Right.
And host it inside, internally, and just save the seat, buy a flat site license kind of thing.
Which
Very
makes sense,
interesting.
but right now they're still paying somebody else.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Where the future is that they're just going to build it and they're going to own it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And not have to pay.
Yeah. The whole world of software is going to reach a really interesting turning point soon.
Yeah.
Because the whole explosion of software really came about in the SaaS model.
Yeah.
Really was this idea that I can afford this software because it's done monthly, right? Before you would have to buy like a year in advance and it would just be outrageous. I mean, imagine if we had to pay up front for Asana for a year. We just couldn't, right? So then they said, oh, how about monthly? And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I can afford that. And then you can do seats and all this kind of stuff. So they adopted that price model. So it really made it so that everyone could sort of have access to this software. But like you said, like eventually it'll be just as easy to create your own And at that point, like what, there's gonna be a lot of pressure on software companies to innovate, but how do you,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very interesting. I don't know what the model looks like at that point because I don't, I
I don't
can't think
either,
of,
but it's definitely changing, and
yeah.
it's moving in that direction. And I think it's going to happen quicker and quicker as months and years
Mm-hmm.
progress and these things get, better.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about now not only mass layoffs, right, in these big companies, but also their focus on creating their own language models to the extent that they're hiring. You've seen these pay packages that they've been offering.
Dude, I was about to just say that like Meta, right? Like offering $100 million
$100 million for one person.
for one person.
Yeah. I was using the analogy of, like a football team,
Yes. Yes.
they're going to pay their star quarterback $100 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think, why? You've got 52 other guys on the team, right?
Mhm.
Where 80% of them are making six-figure, high six-figure, 250K, 300K. And then the one guy on your team makes 100 million. You're like, yeah, but he's the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that's going to win us the championships and put butts in seats. And you're like, oh, when you think about it that way, I
Yeah.
guess it makes sense.
I think Meta is just, I think,
But didn't OpenAI do the same? They were offering 50 million or 100
yeah,
million.
I remember there's plenty of people there making 10, 15 million a year
Yeah.
salary. So I think these 100 millions are they're a little outrageous. It's
Yeah.
sort of like,
No, totally.
but at the same time, well, here's my feeling though too. I'm a little cynical about Mark Zuckerberg's ability to turn the corner on this, only because, like, I hate to say it, but the Oculus was such a
I mean,
disappointment.
how many billions did he spend on VR
Dude,
and AR? 30 billion?
dude, you go on, you know what Meta Horizons is now, like the thing? It's turning into like Roblox.
Mm.
Like he's figured out, like he's basically said, here's an SDK, go create your own world on here. And so it's just becoming Roblox on Meta. And it's
He's building a
garbage.
town square nobody wants to be at.
No, it's trash.
Yeah.
And nobody's really interested in going there. And there's no cops, there's no police. You know what I mean? Like it's just not safe. I would never let my kids just go there,
Nah.
And so, and he's spent, I mean, honestly, I think it's like $40 billion
It's outrageous. Yeah.
what he spent on the Oculus or the whatever it's called now, the Quest platform and stuff like that, and it's still trash. So I don't know what he's planning on doing with these OpenAI people. He's pulling people from like Google's DeepMind, and so he's poaching people from everywhere. I don't know what he's got planned for these people, but it feels more like he's playing catch up because they've already
think
launched
so.
models and stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know what Facebook offers other than a chatbot, and that you don't need to poach those people to get a chatbot.
No.
You
Must
know?
be something else.
Maybe, yeah, there's got to be something, but hopefully they're doing, something good will come of it. But his track record is kind of trash right now.
Yeah.
But for $100 million, I'll put in a year for that.
Why not?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, there you have it. Season 2, episode 1. I've got an idea for episode 2.
Okay.
We talked about promise market fit in season 1.
Yes.
Forget which episode, 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to talk about
Purpose market.
purpose market fit.
Yes.
Give us the 15, 30-second pitch on that, and then we'll go into depth on the episode 2.
All right. So,
which is purpose market fit TM, by the way.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Trademark.
Yeah.
So product market fit is all about how your product fits your market, right? And how those two things align. Promise market fit is really how your startup fits the market, what the brand is. What purpose market fit does is really focuses on the founder and how the founder is sort of solving this problem and why they're sort of the perfect instrument for launching that company. And so it's really about looking at them as where's that breakthrough and what are they there to do and why them, you know. So we ask a series of questions sort of focused on that to sort of really make it clear that and I was using the analogy with you earlier too. It's like startups are sort of like in the world of companies, they're sort of like teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
right? They still need adult supervision. And so when you're pitching a startup, a lot of the times these founders like to think, or they'll present it as if the company is old enough to drive on its own, or, you know, go live on its own. And everyone's like, yeah, I don't think so. Really, who's the adult in the room? And that's the founder. And so the founders really need to present themselves as that adult in the room that's going to supervise this thing while it grows. And the trust is really going to be in those founders. And so part of what we do with Purpose Market Fit is make a better way of communicating who those founders are to prospects, VCs, even potential team members that they're trying to recruit, so that they understand who this person is. You know, an example might be too, like you know, Steve Jobs was sort of this, a figure, an icon, right? But Steve Jobs started out early on, sort of being different early on. He was young, he was very young, very passionate about what he did. But there was always a backstory about Steve Jobs, even in the early days. And it's kind of the same thing a little bit with Bill Gates. There's a little bit of that. But if you look at someone like Tim Cook, who's taking over, Tim Cook's completely opposite, very private. We don't know much about Tim Cook at all, right? And so when you compare those two people, when people look at those two leaders, there's this almost like you want to trust Tim Cook. You want to say, okay, this guy's got all the stuff, but because you don't know that backstory, because you don't know why him, um, it it they don't look like they're equal, right? You're like, no, Steve Jobs was Apple, and you're like, and here's Tim Cook. So part of that is communicating a story so that everyone sort of has a full understanding of who they are, and then that backstory, that what got them to that point is a lot of that,
Yeah.
and then where they're going after that. But that's Purpose Market Fit.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about Elon and his companies.
Yes, and we all know
Like
about Elon.
Dana
right?
White and UFC,
Yes,
right?
yes,
There's other suits there,
absolutely,
but
absolutely.
you put one of those, guys as the front man, and it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's absolutely different.
Culture's different.
Yep,
Product's different.
yep. Because we're humans, and
Yeah.
we have this innate ability to, or desire to, look to other humans.
Yep.
And we can't. There's this
That's
thing.
why we elect popular people to president.
Yes, 100%.
Not based
not
on
the best
qualification.
people.
No, never the best people.
Yes,
It's the most popular.
most popular.
who's
Exactly.
who we're gonna vibe with
Right.
and represent how we feel about our product
Right.
or whatever it is.
Exactly. And take someone who, I mean, in the last election, take someone who is a very sort of private vice president,
Mm-hmm.
right? Kamala Harris. Compare that to Donald Trump, who was on The Apprentice, did reality TV for 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
ran for 4 years. Who do they know more? And it's not even about who, like you said, who's more liked. It's like, who do I trust? Like, who can I sort of understand, right? And that has a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And so and again, a lot of founders like to hide that story. Oh, no one wants to know about me, because the truth is, being a founder doesn't come with a degree. Like, you can't say, oh, well, I have an PhD or
Mhm.
a master's in this field, so I'm qualified to be the founder of this company. There is no degree for most startups, or any startup. And so a lot of founders feel underqualified. There's they call it the, imposter syndrome. There's a lot of that, and they tend to shy away from it. But at the same time, then you end up with, it can also go the other way, where you get people who are sort of more narcissistic, they want to talk about themselves all the time, and people gravitate to those people. Like, what's the WeWork guy we were just talking about?
Adam Newman.
Adam Newman, right?
Yeah.
He loves to talk about who he is and express that. And regardless of whether or not he's the best guy, people end up, following
Travis.
Travis. Yes, all these people. And it doesn't matter if they're, toxic or not. The fact is they're just sharing who they are. And once you've done that enough, people will they'll feel comfortable being around you, even if, it's a little bit risky.
There you have
It's
it.
kind of a weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all psychology.
Purpose
feels-
Market Fit.
Purpose market
Episode
fit.
2. Follow us on YouTube.
Yep.
Follow us on Instagram. We're everywhere at Sightbox Studios. SIGHTBOX. This is the BoxPod. Catch you on the next one.
See you.
Peace.
Sightbox, unbox, know we open the door. New podcast dropping like never before. Tapping AI, here we got the cure. Founders for founders, the vision is pure.